Good morning, everybody. I do apologise about all the sirens happening. I think they've already heard about the summer concert live stream happening on July the 17th. Now, a lot of you have been requesting information or saying some concerns you have about the health and safety and the general risk assessment of the concert. So this video is going to talk you through hopefully answering all of your questions and then walking you through the logistics of the concert. So let's get going. So before the show, on the week of Monday the 13th of July, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, on those days leading up to Friday the 17th, rather than having everybody in to do an all-day rehearsal, I thought we could segregate it and have, let's say for example, Monday, chamber choir could come in, period 3, Tuesday it could be instrumentalist, Wednesday it could be something like the soloist, and Thursday it could be the choir. I thought we can break it up because that particular week is the second performing arts week, so it would make sense because me, Mr. Radford and Miss Ryan and Miss Bush are all in that week, so it would make sense that during our period 3s, when we're not teaching, that might make sense for those groups of the concert to come in and rehearse. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. So, the 17th of July, Friday. Now, in terms of some of the questions, a lot of the parents, were asking about the logistics of the arrivals and dropping your children off. Now, it would be not a good idea if we suddenly said, right, it starts at 7, I want everybody there at 6 o'clock, because that's what we used to do for the concerts in the past, but this is a little bit different. So let's say, for example, I haven't got this completely down as a confirmed idea, set in concrete, but what we could do is have like a regimented arrival times from 5:30. Let's say from 5:30, those that are playing instruments, you can drop them off and they can walk down to the sports barn and wait to be registered and sat into the sports barn. Let's say at 5:45, the chamber choir could turn up and they walk down in single file to the sports barn and wait to be registered. Then it could be soloists. Have I said soloists? Could be instrument. I think I haven't said soloists. It could be the Little Shop of Horrors cast, and finally the choir could then start to come in at about 6:30. That sounds a little bit vague. I do apologise, but I mean that's generally the idea about breaking up the arrival time. So let's go down to the sports barn for more information. So as you're walking, or your children are walking down to the front gate, this gate here, there will be 2 members of staff. It could be either sight team or one of the performing arts members of staff, one each side, safely distanced of course, and there will be 2 hand sanitising stations here. Hand sanitise first of all, and then come through the gate. No hand wash, no gate entry. So, we were originally going to use the sports hall, and what the Year 10 team and Mr. Hunter have done, and the site team, have set up the sports hall for assemblies for the remaining weeks of the term, to give us an idea of how many people we can fit in here with the 2-metre distance. I think there are about 60 chairs in here. We love the sports hall, so we always do our concerts. However, I think this might be too small to pull off a live concert with the amount of space and people that we need to be involved in it. So we're considering changing to the sports barn. Well, let me show you. So when you arrive at school, obviously you're going to walk down this path here, besides the AstroTurf or the 3G, and we're going to go around the corner to the sports barn. Obviously you'll be walking in single file, maintaining the 2-metre distance. It might be 1 metre by July, but we don't know yet. And when you get to the sports barn, one of the performing arts team will meet you, and you'll be asked to go in one by one after you've hand sanitised again. Alright, so let's go to the sports barn. So, sports barn. I've asked Mr. Thompson and Tony, the site man, Tony Davis, to measure this, and it is bigger than the sports hall. It's 37 metres by about 14 or 15 metres, I think, which is, you know, this one half is bigger than the sports hall. This is the first section, concrete floor. Don't mind this bit, but I think we should go into section 2. The Wi-Fi here is much better and is easier to live stream. So this currently is where I think we should place our concert on the 17th. So with the spacing issues, as I mentioned, I think I said we're going to try and set this up very similar to later with Jules Holland, which is a really cool show. If you don't know it, YouTube it. Now what we're going to do, the idea is to set up in the middle that 3 or 4 tables with all of the live feed equipment, like the mixer desk, the cameras, the sound mixer and so forth. One camera is going to be operated by one of the tech team and facing this way to pan around. Next camera in the corner, next camera in that corner, facing the corner, sorry. The idea is this. One of the questions that the parent group asked was how you're going to look at social distancing for the choir, because there are 88 in the choir, it's our biggest ensemble. What I was thinking about doing is this. If the desks are here, with the tech team behind them, the choir could start here. The idea is to have an X on the floor, either with sellotape or something, we can put it down somehow. An X there, 2 metres apart, the next X, like a little rainbow sort of shape, so it goes all the way around the one half of the sports barn, maintain the social distance of 2 metres. Now, obviously, within that, we've got other ensembles. We've got the chamber choir, we've got soloists and instrumentalists. The corner over here, what I'm going to do is set up the piano and any instruments that students are playing in the corner here, and another mark on the floor so they know where to stand. Same corner over there for soloists to sing. Now, next bit. So next question someone asked was microphones and the handling of microphones. Now we've only got 4, possibly 6 microphones. Now they are only going to be handled by one member of the tech team. Now they'll all be sanitised completely before and wiped down before the show starts. But when it comes to soloists and people using their instruments to get some amplified sound, they're going to be placed by the tech team. Performers cannot touch them, right? So I noticed that one of those it's quite tempting to, when you come forward to sing, to hold on to the microphone, but obviously that's going to be reminded constantly throughout the concert, and the rehearsals do not touch the mics. Only one person, one of the tech team. Let's say, for example, Charlie Mills, who's going to be with us on the night. He is responsible solely for the microphones. That is it. Next question somebody asked was clothes. What do we wear? Now, I would like, if you have got them, choir, I would like you to wear your choir shirt, the black one with the little emblem, and your school trousers. If you're not in choir and you're just part of the ensemble, I say just part, if you're lucky enough or good enough to be part of the ensemble, school shirt and trousers and smart shoes. I don't think you should be wearing blazers, because at the moment I'm in a shorts and t-shirt and I feel quite hot already, so if you're wearing a blazer you're going to be sweltering. Which leads me on to water. You're going to bring your own bottle of water and snacks. You are not to be sharing at all. One parent also asked, what do we do at the end? Everyone's going to be elated, really excited, and when the concert's over, if, touch wood, we pull it off properly, people are going to want to hug each other, you know, clamber all over each other, scramble, but we can't do that. We cannot do that. It's literally, I think it's going to be very difficult to maintain that, but we just have to be sensible, we have to be pragmatic about it, and very grown up. The last part I need to just quickly go over. There were 2 questions in regards to from the lovely parents, and how is the concert going to wrap in terms of finish, and what's going to happen in terms of picking people up. Now, over this side, behind the tech table, I was going to lay out the amount of chairs in accordance to how many people there are in the concert. So, for example, 65 people in the concert, 65 chairs. When the concert wraps and it's done, I will ask all the participants to come and sit on the chairs and simply wait. Now, let's say, for example, the concert's 40 minutes and finishes at 20 to 8. I will then work out a regimented slot for certain groups to go and be picked up. So let's say, for example, at 7:45, chamber choir get up and they go. Let's say at 10 to 8, soloists get up and they go, and then instrumentalists, and then the choir, and so forth. I don't really want parents coming out of their cars, coming down to the sports barn to pick up the children, because that's going to cause, as much as I'd love to see you, like we always do, that might be a bit tricky, because it's going to literally go against all of our social distancing rules we've got in place. So regimented dismissal by groups is how I think it should be done. But if you have any better ideas between now and the concert, please, I'm all ears. So, toilet breaks. One parent, or some parents, asked me about toilet breaks and where they're going to be. At the moment, me and Miss Powell are working out about where the toilets are going to be in terms of where they can walk to. What we know for certain, in the reception, this is going to be the cubicle for the participants here, and this one's going to be for...
Hello?
Oh, hello?
I'm on toilet.
Oh.
I think someone in there, mate.
I'm just in the video.
Well, could you go away, please? I'm busy.
Oh, touche. And yeah, the this one's going to be for staff.
Is it smelly?
Yeah. Right, so I think that's pretty much everything from what I can remember top of my head on the list. If there's anything else between now and the week of the concert that you suddenly go, oh, actually, I need to tell Mr. Russell this, ping me an email, I'm all ears. I really, really want this concert to work. I want to end this really difficult and different term on a really, really high note, just to say, right, we're still here, we still want to fight through this, and end on a really, really lovely live concert. One other thing I forgot to mention is first aiders. There will be a small team of first aiders acting in accordance with government guidelines to be on site at all times during the concert to take necessary actions if it does come about, but hopefully it doesn't. But on that note, any other ideas, give me an email. I shall look forward to seeing you all between now and the concert. Thank you very much.